You all are so silly. You all are so silly. Oh, let me do that for a moment. We will get to those, I promise. Hello, hello. Thank you for first Dark. Thank you for second Death. Thank you for third Little Monster. Thank you for checking in, Dark and Gator, Snow and Ryza and Death and Little Monster. Goofy Goobers, exactly. My little Goofy Goobers. My silly little sea bunnies. My silly noodle branches. Hello. So we're using the Samsung microphone with an upward compressor, so I might be a little bit louder than I typically am with my 3DO. Um, one day I will understand sound. You sound quiet. Oh, quieter than normal, because I can turn down my ambiance too. Let's see. Maybe I can. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to do my desktop. Where's my desktop audio? That's not what I wanted at all. Monitor off. But I want Samsung to monitor. Okay, let's see. We're going to do, not properties. It sounded fine when I recorded, but I could just be really bad at this. Is that better? Slightly? Hopefully. Let's see. It is better, I think, yes. Okay, and I can try and talk a little bit louder as well, if that's needed. Just let me know if it gets too loud. I thought, so my nails are mush. They're absolute mush from doing all those gel extensions. As much as I like them, I just don't like the excess gel underneath, and then sometimes they just it's a really high learning curve apparently. I'm just not good at them. So what we're gonna do is try and just do some polish, but I wanted to at least swatch These colors, I think if I remember correctly, they're like a nude set almost. Yeah, jelly nude pink gel. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm really sad. We got like a bunch of rain just as I was hitting go live. Nude, yes. Nude. It's fitting with my noodle branches, right? And so the rain against the window, because I'm like right beside my window's that way. It was so nice. It sounded so nice, but it lasted all of like the loading screen time, the less than 5 minutes. I was like, darn it. Nudie branches, right? My nudie patooties. I'm really glad that my captions were able to pick up that I said nudie patooties, but does not like the word nudibranch. So, oh my gosh, and now I said it. That is the first time I have caught it saying nudibranch. Huh. Because usually it's noodle branch or new to branch or any variety of that. So let's see, we're gonna want this thingy that does the zappy lighty thingy, and then we're gonna do the colors. And then we're going to decide which one we like the best to put on my fingernails, only to have them get peeled off somewhat, somewhat shortly soon after. So, but usually my nails are, I've never had such troubles with nails, but this is my fault for not removing extensions properly and getting impatient with that. So it has nothing to do with anybody's fault but my own. But I've never had such troubles with my nails. Okay. So this one doesn't have... Oh, okay. So this one's like that kind of peachy brownish. And then, okay, so we've got all the colors like this. Ooh. Fancy. Let's see. Although I think I pulled it out this way. Should probably not mix them up. So I guess we'll see which one I like. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I think it's kind of like finding the right nude lipstick. I have never found one that's good for me, for my tastes. I know there's that whole, like, there was that trend many years ago. I mean, not too many years ago, because I'm a young lady, right? Many years ago, that was like to find your perfect nude nude lipstick. You like match the color with your nipple. Spotty, hello Ren. Yeah, we're gonna do some swatches and decide on which, if any, I like the best. These ones are apparently like a nude jelly color. I don't know what that means. Does that mean I'm gonna need like a bunch of layers? I don't know. But yeah, there was that trend a while ago that it used to do that. Hee young lady, stop that cap. I don't know what you're talking about, Snow. 547 million years is young. Actually, I need to look up the age of the universe and see what it is, and then like take off a couple billion years maybe, or a couple million years. In relation to the age of the universe, I am only 200 billion years old. That's quite young. What I'd always been looking for, well, that's still wet. What I'd always been looking for was, what's it? Back when Taylor Swift was a country singer, back when the T Swizzle was a country girl, um, she used to wear like a really light pink lipstick, and I loved it so much, and I could never find a pink that would work like that. And maybe it's just because I'm not white, right? Maybe it has to do with like you have to be white or really pale skin for that to work. Because I just couldn't find that right, like peachy pink, like that really soft baby pink almost. And every pink I tried just didn't work. In relation to the thing, you're actually born on Earth. You're 2 billion years old, and Earth is 4.5 billion years old, so you're middle aged. Yeah, I wouldn't say middle aged. Humanity has only been around, or yeah, I think maybe not even humanity, living beings or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the space documentaries and all that, where like if the timeline of the Earth were set like a calendar year, um, recorded his more than recorded history. I think it was like Life of the Dinosaurs, etc. is like December 31st at 11:59 p.m. in certain like however many seconds. Yeah, human beings have been around since 1 or 2 million years ago. How long has the ocean been around? See, this is still tacky. I need to let me grab an alcohol wipe real quick. Just a moment. Let me mute this because I know I for sure will make a loud noise. Don't click end stream. According to Google, the latest it could possibly have been there was 3.8 billion years ago, so it might be older. Okay, so I am only 500 million years old. I'm quite young. I'm not even half. I'm not middle aged, right? I'm not as old as the ocean. I think isn't Bao the whale as old as the ocean, if I remember correctly? The age of the ocean plus one or something like that. I think I saw. We're gonna need more alcohol. So somebody with a problem says, right? Oh, no, I broke it off. I broke it off. Uh-oh. I broke it off. Hi, Atomic. I broke it off. You can't even see it. I busted it. I've ruined everything. I guess it's time to cancel stream, everyone. Bye. Gotta slink away. Devious, I know. Um, let's see. Well, we're just gonna leave that there and we'll glue it back on or something. These are not the most sturdy I don't know, I guess that's kind of a cute color. Like a mauve. It looks the exact same color as my skin tone. Let's see. What does Anchors Away and What the Shell do? Those are TITS, Twitch Integrated Throwing System. Okay, so there's that one. We'll see. Lovely name, bro. Right? Well, there's Tits and Thick. The thick one I don't use. I don't remember what that one is. But they are like a dual pair system. I love Tits, right? Me too. I was gonna make a joke about or a joke video of I like tits. I mean, who doesn't like tits? Yeah, tits are great. They are. They're absolutely fantastic. What's not to like? And anybody can get it. I didn't realize you could get tits for so cheap. But you too could have tits. And then do because something about the throwing, the sound that gets played when people use or when people have things thrown at them. Excuse me. Hi, Jesus. Tits. Did that miss? How did that miss? How did that even miss? Hi, Tego. Welcome. How did that even miss? I should not have missed. Why did that? Thank you for the headband. I'm so sorry, Atomic. I'll be able to fix that momentarily. I don't know why that. Why did that miss? We'll try that again. Was it Anchors Away? Oh, there we go. but um, but yeah. Uh-oh. Why didn't that work? Um, but yeah, I know that there's another. I don't remember what the thick one stood for, but it had something to do with I think 3D something. Oh no, it's like a color changer, I think. So the CCTHICC, the CC was color changer. Okay, these are really sheer. I wonder, because I know they're supposed to look like jelly, so I wonder if, because this one looks quite matte, I wonder if I need to do thank you for that, yeah. I wonder if I need to do a glossy top coat or something. I'll have you know, my aim is on breaking my own shit. I was just able to say hi and sleep again. Go to sleep, Tego. Good night. I can't do my usual I slept that day. Damn. Oh, do you mean the day before? Not today? Okay. I'll have you know my aim is spot on when I'm breaking my own shit. Well, Minari isn't that, so you had some dodo aim, bro. Just get better. Get good, scrub. Just get good, scrub. I know gaming terminology, like a young lass. I go back to work on Monday, or I just got back to work on Monday. How was your break, by the way? Did you have a good holiday? A good time off? I don't know if you guys call it holiday. Americans don't. unless it's actually a holiday, but we don't usually say go on holiday. It's still sticky. I don't like that. And the alcohol's supposed to help it. So I don't know why. I haven't had a single person say scrub in over 5 years, Minari. What? I'm hippin' with it. Definitely hippin' with the times. Scrub. Yeah, see, now you have it twice. Huzzah! I really don't like that one. That one's like, I guess it's not bad. It's not my color though. I must say, like, not that one's not a bad color, but I don't particularly like it either. So 2 out of 2, I dislike these colors. 4 days off. Hooray, Tego! Actually, scratch that. 7 years. I haven't heard it. Well, now you've heard it twice. Skill issue. Yes, skill issue. Mina cute, not as cute as Tego. Ooh, that one's kind of a cute pink. See, the problem is that everybody goes, all quote nude colors are basically based off of like white people's perception of nude. And so, like, yeah, I was listening to a black drag queen talk about how when they were younger they didn't realize that band-aids were like flesh colored because nude was never nude for them. And so I also didn't realize that they were supposed to be like skin colored. Not that I'm like particularly dark or anything, they were just band-aid colored. Um, Especially the ones, because I have a latex allergy, and so phasing out latex and bandages took a while. I mean, I grew up never having to deal with that. My lies. I can't keep my lies straight. Um, but, well, that's kind of cute. Kind of like that one. But, get better color liking. I know, right? Well, it's not so much that, like, it's just not my style, or it's just not it won't work very well with my skin tone. You know? I'm trying to do this in front of the camera, and I keep slouching. But, TBH, it's a skill issue for your skin, not gonna lie. I know, right? I should just not be out in the sun as much. That's the real thing. The sun. The sun is the bane of my existence. Sorta. Kinda. Let's see. But it was a holiday here too. Huh? What holiday, if I may ask, Tego? I know nothing of literally anybody else's holidays. To be honest, just a bed bug. You lay in bed and play video games so your skin is lighter. Just be a bed bug and lay in bed all day, play video games so your skin is lighter. Right? Right? Also, don't be Asian. Although I've seen plenty of. I think when we were in, was it in Korea? I think it was in Korea because I don't think it was in Japan. In Korea, this girl hopped up on the bus, and her skin was like, her foundation rather, it was literally paper white. I have never seen that in real life. Um, and I'd say a good chunk of her skin that was visible matched for the most part. Still tacky. So let's do this color. Bro, I had to read that twice. Well, oh, also, I'm wearing contacts today, which is like the first time in a while, actually. Because baby has like decimated, like obliterated my glasses. So they don't sit right. And I don't have any, like, I have a small nose because Asian. So it doesn't hold up my glasses properly, anyways, like on a good day. Let alone, like, let alone when you have somebody like smacking you in the face with their hands, their toys, your own glasses that they rip off your face. So, I, so I put in contacts today for the first time in a while. Um, they keep trying to push up my glasses too, because that's like my contacts, my eyes will go out of focus. And so I'm like, oh, if it goes out of focus, I gotta push my glasses up closer. No, that does not work. And so they're just all dry and never worn contacts. I only wear glasses, and that's if I have glasses or decide to wear them. Yeah, I'm too blind without them. Too blind without them. Cannot cannot function. If I lose my glasses, my eyesight is so poor I cannot find my glasses without my glasses. That is how bad my eyes are. This is not going on the most evenly. I think it's a skill issue, but also I don't know what I think about that color. Like, it's kind of cute. I wouldn't say it's nude though. These are all just pink. I wouldn't call any of these nude. Oops. I just poked me. Poked. Poked the side. I used to wear contacts quite frequently, but blind as fuck. I just decide if I really want to wear them. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I hope you're not operating any vehicles or machinery. But I wanted to get my nails to be nice and tappy tappy. But I don't think I'm gonna have my actual natural nails be nice and tappy tappy for a while. So I'm trying. We're hopeful. I think it just needs more alcohol. We're almost out. I'll have a piece of paper. Oop, shit. Sorry. We're capsizing. Chat overboard. I'm farsighted, so I need them for long distance, obviously. But if it's a close distance, like reading or something, it's better for me to take my glasses off because I can see better then. I wish I were like that. I'm not functional far away or close up. And if I want to be close up, it has to be one-eyed and like squint. So, it's not good. In fact, one might say it is very, very bad. I see as poorly as I hear, neither of which are bad enough to be considered like too much of a disability, but bad enough to barely function. I think my body checked the, yeah, we'll do the bare minimum boxes. Like height, bare minimum. Not like the most bare minimum, but pretty bare minimum enough to like be just above a disability. Eyesight, bare minimum, just above a disability. Hearing, same thing. Immune system, same thing. And then all the good stuff is like just below. Like you're probably smart, but you're definitely not gifted. Or you might be considered nowadays what gifted is, but you took tests poorly and have a lot of anxiety, and so, yeah, you're good enough, I guess. Although, from the sounds of it, being gifted and talented was not so much a great thing. Uh, Back in my day. So, nowadays, I think it's maybe better. For kiddo, it seems to be really good. I think. It's hard to tell. But they seem to enjoy it. I would not consider any of these nude. I don't know. Like, they're cute pinks, I guess. But I don't know if I'd consider them, like, nude. Closest thing I operate to a dangerous object is a jack at my work. I move like a ton or two max of water. Wow. Move it to do what? And is that like the jack that's on like the wheels? Like that it would carry pallets? Nude? Yeah. These are supposedly nudes. I think. Jelly nude pink gel. So again, I'm not so sure that these are like nudes. They're pinks for sure, but no. Especially like I just don't know how many people's like natural nails are any of these colors. I don't know which one I like the most. I don't like that one. Maybe that one. I definitely don't like this one. That one's too orange. So, I'll put them up against white because it's hard to tell up against my skin tone. I stock, so I use a jack and bring the jugs to the aisles and stock the shelves. Ah, that's fair. Gotta do it safely. Something something OSHA compliance. Something something. Okay. This is an even pinker, like I don't know about that pink. That's a like I don't know, I guess we'll see. I hope everyone's doing okay today. Today is like my first functional day today. Sure, let's say so. Let everyone just feel safer. Well, it is somewhat OSHA compliant, right? Unless you mean the day thing, having a good day. In which case, I don't know. My sibling canceled her move. I'm livid. Can you do that? Like, is there... She obviously didn't sign a lease, did she? Just like moving in with someone? She lost her deposit. Oh, so she actually canceled. Why? Why? Deposits aren't cheap. I guess neither is moving out if you're not necessarily sure about any of it, but deposits aren't cheap. They're usually at least 1.5 months rent, aren't they? And that's not if she had any pets or anything like that. Because I'm assuming she didn't have any pets to take with. Oh yeah, I don't know about that pink. Like, it's cute. It's bubblegum pink, but again, I wouldn't call any of these like nudes, nude pinks. When I think of nude pinks, I think of like neutraler. Wow, that was a great word. More neutral of a kind of tone. Like, I guess if you're saying that they're nude as in translucenty, I don't know anymore. She got accepted into grad school, freaked out about paying a studio and grad school. Family who leased her studio. It's a family friend who leased her studio, so the deposit was around 500. That's like the new Switch, right? Could have gotten a new Switch too for that money. Freaked about paying for a studio and grad school. I feel like I know that's going to be a lot, right? Grad school is not cheap by any means. But I feel like if if you're worried about being able to pay for both, that is something you would have freaked out about much earlier. You know, that is not something like week of, couple days before, even that would happen. Oh no, I don't have my widgets. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't know what color pillow you got. Let's see. Can I switch it? Can I switch over to the screen? Will it show the pillow? Will it show the pillow? It's got the throwing one, but where's the pillow? Okay. Well, move-in date was tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for the lurk. Oh, is it Good Puppy? I think. Where is it? I think I saw it. Good Puppy. In your dummy mommy voice. Dream in big. Well, thank you for lurking. Thank you for lurking, Snowfall. Good puppy, Snowfall. Good puppy, Snowfall. Good puppy, Snowfall. Thank you for the lurk, my dear. Get some sleep, okay? But yeah, I feel like the time to freak out about the cost of moving out. She's inside my ear. I'm inside your brain. I'm a brain worm. Except I'm not a worm because worms are disgusting. Get out of my brain. You like it. You like me being here. Admit it. I'm a good house guest. Probably. Do I? Yes, you definitely do. Because you definitely have autonomy and a choice. Okay, so those are the finished colors. These are the stickers Kiddo gave me. And I put them in the notebook with my atrocious handwriting. Oh, jeez. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, that second one is just too orange. Just too orange. They look like jelly beans. Really ugly jelly beans. Yeah, I don't like that one. I'm not so sure about that one. That one's a bit too bubblegummy for my tastes right now. I feel like I'm being coerced here. How about you, chat? No. I would never. I don't gaslight. I wouldn't coerce. I would make sure that every party is a consenting party. Willfully consenting. With maybe a little bit of a nudge. One way or the other. So let's see. I don't think I like this This one's a bit too brown, I think. Oh, blinded. Oh, God. See, I think, like, on me, that is too much like my skin tone, I think. Just too brownish. Too samey. And I just don't like that, like, corally color. It's not a bad color. I like it. I just don't like it, I don't think, on me. Just too orange. This one's kind of cute, though. I think it's a little too white. It's a little bright. Maybe that one. It's kind of purpley. Or maybe that one. I don't know. Tell me I'm pretty. She held me up and told me to like her save yourselves. Held you up? No. I would never. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me. You're going to love me. You guys get that reference? You're a nerd. I don't know. I think the bubblegum pink is too pink. But that's like old lady mauve. I don't think I like any of these, not gonna lie. Baby pink goes well with your skin tone. Yeah. Maybe from this angle. Let's see. I'm trying to see, there's not like a good way to show the exact color. Like that one's got nice contrast. But maybe the baby pink. You're pretty, exactly. No, you're not pretty. You're Ren. You're Bobby Ren. Maybe the coral looks good. I just don't know. I don't know. Should we do this like an eye exam? 1 or 2? 1. Doesn't want to focus. And it's just not showing the color. Or 2. 2. Okay. It's just very bubblegummy. I hope it looks better on my actual. Let's see, is there glue? Do I have an adhesive? Oops, there goes my drugs. Medicine reminder. Medicate immediately. I haven't decided what meds I should take tonight because I am in quite a bit of pain. And I was thinking of taking a muscle relaxant, but then I also still need to be able to function. Don't make me get the squirt bottle. Ren better be careful. Hi, Nessie. Hi. What is all over this bottle? Oh, God. I guess I could put a dollop of, like, the gel on the... Come on. Is it, like, all dried up and, like, stuck in there? No, I see it bubble. I see it moving. I think, yeah, I see it moving. But it's just not going down the nozzle. Ugh. What's the trouble with these, like... these super glue, like... because I think nail glue is just basically super glue. Oh, gosh. Fine. I don't want it attached anyways. Let's see. hydrator. Okay, well, I don't know. So 2, so that's this one. So that was the last one we did. Okay. Okay. So let's see, where is a nail file and everything that is needed. I will be right back. I need to look for a couple other things real quick because I am very well prepared, as I always am. Very well prepared. The most prepared professional streamer. Yes, yes. 0 to 10. Highly recommend. That didn't mute that at all. I thought I muted that. God damn it. I apologize. That probably was quite loud. I don't even think I have a limiter on. My apologies, my dears. This one says it's a top coat. I don't know if it's a glossy top coat. It's different than the matte one, so I guess we'll see. I'm really not digging that pink, but we'll see. If it's ugly, it's your fault. Let's see. Did I unplug? Did I disconnect on my things? Let's see. Do I have? I don't know if I have a nail file. I have a buff block. Ouch. I think it's got slightly enough. Good night, cutie. Good night, Tiggle. Mwah. Get some sleep, okay? I think it might have just enough grit to be able to shape my nails. And probably... I should probably do that thing where, like, you, put oil on your cuticles and, like, trim them. Instead of barbarically sawing them off with a thing. Are you feeling better? Relatively, I guess. if like if my pain were at like an 8, then I'd say I'm down to a 5, like out of 10, which is kind of, or maybe more like a 6, which is what I was about functioning at, except a little bit worse. So it's better in comparison. Is it good? No, but I'm working on it. But thank you for checking in, Tego. Hello, Yue. Welcome, welcome, my dear. How are you today? Don't force yourself too much, okay? No, you're not my supervisor. Roses are red. The grass is greener when I think of people like you. Oh crap, I just chopped off my wiener. This is a joke I came up with. It's kind of like the one scene from the live action Cat in the Hat film. Oh, I haven't seen that. I hate Cat in the Hat. Grr. I'll do my best, Tego. I'll do my best. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that my boomer parents ingrained in me a I'll rest when I'm dead mentality. Literal quote verbatim, but I'll try. But I like your joke, Flash. I think that's funny. Welcome in. How are you today? And thank you for the follow, my dear. Mwah. Yeepy, you should eat. Yeah. You should eat. I almost said ying, which is also kind of correct, but cleaned up the joke from when I first used it on Kick. Well, that would be the answer right there. I don't rightly know much about Kick. Okay, apparently sawing off my cuticle is not gonna work. I just got up. Oh. So it's that, like, just got up groggy, like, bubbles. That's what I need for my model. One of those, like, and then, like, the bubbles that pop. Waiting for my nausea medicine to help me. Oh, I'm sorry, Tego. I hope you feel better, too. You need to take it easy as well and get lots of rest. Mwah. The only nausea medicine that feel like works for me. I don't know what it's called. I have it somewhere nearby, and it's like a dissolvable pill thing that you put on your tongue, and I hate those. I hate those so much, but it works wonders. But it does not interact with my antidepressants very well, and so it just leads to not the best time. Not like terrible, but not the most enjoyable. I can't think. You should definitely rest, Tego. Take care of yourself, okay? Mwah. Have a lovely 4-day break. Yeah, I've never looked into Kick. All I know is like the rumors and stuff about Kick, right? And like, not rumors per se, but like, you know, the typical bad stuff about Kick. I do know that like it can be a little bit more. You can get more eyes on you as a VTuber since it's a little bit more. Since there's not a whole lot of VTubers on that platform, you know. Mina's super cute more than me, 100%. Nah, Dago's cuter by 2,000%. Or infinity plus 1%. Because an infinite percentile is definitely a number. I promise I'm not flipping you all off. I'm flipping me off. Or the desk. I'm flipping the light off. Since you all are pointed this way, and that's pointed that way. I do know I saw something. Not. It must have. If it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it might have actually been that long ago, where someone was interviewing other VTubers who like streamed, interviewed other VTubers that streamed on Kick, and what their experience was like, as opposed to, I know some of them it was like, I was once a Twitch streamer and then I moved to Kick and all that. Which I feel like it's probably easier to get Wow, getting flipped off first thing in the morning. No, I would never flip you off, you eh? Never, never. Um, but I was flipping off the light. Or that pink, that bubblegum pink. Should I do like an accent nail? I feel like they don't go well enough with each other to do like a darker accent nail. If this becomes a thing, maybe I should invest into actual like nice nail things that you can like glue on. I'm here right on Hispanic time. You're not a late Tina? Good evening. Hello, Ren. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. See, I did a funny. I'm not very good at puns, but what? You're just salty that your sister's not moving out. You're just salty that you didn't get. Hispanic time is ubiquitous to both Latinos and Spaniards. Oh. So aren't you very punny? I am. Probably not. I'm very bad at puns. I'm very bad at understanding puns, though, too. Sometimes it takes me a while. We both come whenever we feel like it. That's fair. That's fair. I'm like angry, crying, laughing. It's confusing. I don't know. I'd be pissed. But that's because I would rather get my fingernails taken off, like actually remove my fingernails, than to live with my sisters again. Would I do it in case, like, in times of need? Yes, I would. Even had a conversation with one of my sisters about that. But, I don't know. Like, and I get it. Is her grad school going to be nearby at least? Like, she's not quitting grad school, is she? Like, last minute. I don't know, I'd be pissed. Especially since you were, like, planning it all week. And again, that's something that you decide, like, hey, I know we were talking about moving, like, a month from now. I think it'd be cheaper for me to just live here still. Not, hey, I know we're moving tomorrow, but we're not. We're not. I'd be mad. Did you hear the story, Ren, about how the middle sister of the three of us, the middle sister, could get away with murder? She could get away with murder, and so she would always, like, smack my butt when I wasn't prepared. Just wind up and smack it as hard as she could. So one day I finally was like, I'm gonna get you back. And I did. And she screamed because she had a cyst on her butt. So I ruptured that cyst. It's tough with mine. She's like my child. No, I'm not quitting school. It's like 30 minutes away. I don't know why she's so impulsive. I kind of told her she's on her own for figuring the rest out. That's fair. That's fair. And that's hard too with like parentification things, right? That if you've basically raised her, and at some point, like you literally have to be a certain age to be of grad school eligibility. So you're not a child, right? You might still be young enough that the prefrontal cortex isn't completely fully formed, um, and so like impulsivity could still be part of that like brain development thing. But if you're neurodivergent, the likeliness is high that your sister is neurodivergent, and impulsivity can often is often the case with at least ADHD. Um, so at least it's not like terribly far away, but ill, but also deserved. Remember, I can get you. in sleep, sis, right? And I wouldn't do that. But it was the one time I struck her. I got in trouble all the time for not striking her. And the one time I strike her, I felt really bad. But also, I learned that if you're going to do the time, you might as well do the crime. And if you do the crime, then maybe it'll learn them. Like maybe if I had actually decked my sister in the times that they said that I hit them, they wouldn't they wouldn't falsely accuse me. But I'm just a little slow on the uptake of that kind of thing. It'll be, Mom, Mina hit me, and I'll just be like, oh, what? And then I'll get in trouble. I'm a little slow on the uptake. It's because I'm a jellyfish. Or a catfish. No brain. Although catfish have brains. they're fish. If you're gonna do the time, do the crime. And if you end up in jail, immediately assert dominance and bite off the biggest bitch's finger. And if people don't get that reference, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. That is at least more contemporary than most of my references. Because a lot of the times I reference Archer, and that is much older than I thought. Than I care to admit. Quite old. Although it has been over like 5 years since the end, I believe, of BoJack Horseman. Loved that show, though. Love that show. Sorry, I keep doing this off camera, and I should do this not off camera. That's the whole point of this, isn't it? But yes. Instructions unclear. The prison twink won't leave me alone now. Well, good for you. All I know is, thanks to Margot Martindale, she says that when you get in jail, you find the biggest bitch in the yard, and you bite her finger off. And it's to assert dominance, and hey, you get a free finger. See, there's so many words I can't use anymore. I feel like I probably could because I am queer, but like, I'm also a F-slur hag, right? Or always have been. Back when that was a little less frowned upon. Not to say it was a good word to say, but the whole taking back of certain words by certain communities. But that wouldn't surprise me, because a lot of the twinks won't leave me alone. But you know, that's just because I was, as a queer person, it's almost like you surround like-minded people as well. Hi, Derpy. How are you doing, my dear? I hope you're taking care of yourself, making sure you're eating. Making sure you're taking good care of you. I meant to send a DM recently because I saw your posts on Twitter. So sending positive vibes and thoughts, well wishes to you and your family, and condolences. But I was gonna send you a message, and then I was in excruciating pain over the weekend and slept for 3 days. Which I will say is nice. Kind of. It was very painful, but it was nice in a way that I slept. Derpy, why don't you tell Mina how you spend your days? Oh? Is there something new? Did new Derpy lore drop? Did I miss it? Was it in chat? No, you're not in my Discord. Oh, wasn't it something in... Derby was in your chat. I am, thanks. You're fine. I've been going on walks more. That's good. Getting out in the sun is useful. Allegedly. I don't personally like it. I just get more freckles. Although the last time I spent a good amount of time, although it's because we were up higher in altitude, I got sunburned so bad. Something about testing reflexes. What are you doing to test reflexes, Derby? You just punching people in the knees? I think that's a valid occupation. I'm the knee puncher. Yeah! Chicken ear. I was tempted to jump off a 4-story catwalk to see if I could land on my feet. Derby, you're older than me, right? You should know better. Your feet will crumble like dust. I watched this kiddo. I don't know how old he is. I think he's at least 3rd or 4th grade, because the elementary school is now 1st through 5th. And his sister is 5th grade. Kneecaps immediately shattered. Oh, that would be like all of those bones. Achilles tendon snapped completely, irreparably snapped. All the bones in your feet, dust. Your leg bones, whispers of what they once were. I watched him jump off one of the playgrounds and just land like straight on his feet. And I was just like, if I did that, my knees would be just crumbs. Absolute crumbs. Look, I fallen out of a 2nd-story window, landed flat on my back. Had nothing really bad done except the wind knocked out of me. Yeah, because you dispersed the weight. You dispersed the everything. Like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Derpy literally said, "Hey, I died," and then just walked it off. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I am not your mom. So you are an adult and free to do as you choose. I highly recommend you have very good health insurance if that's the case. Or maybe it's better to not. Maybe it's better to not have good health insurance and then like, but I don't think it's not on the taxpayer's dollar, right? Mom. Well, I'm not Derpy's mom. I am a mom. Look, if one lady could survive free falling from 33,000 feet, I'm sure I could survive. It's not about survivability, it's about the amount of bones you have in whole pieces that, like, aren't just crumbling dust. I'm sure you could manage to have your feet hit the ground first. I'm not sure about the rest, right? Oh, Derpy, have you been playing Oblivion? Or really any Elder Scrolls games? Because that should tell you. That should tell you. Should I do a base coat? We're already an hour in. By the time I get done, I feel like I'll have more pieces of bones. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dear God, yes. I loved Oblivion. Yeah. So all the ragdolling, I think, is what's going to happen. Okay, I'm not going to do a base coat because I feel like with a top coat, it's already going to take so long, and I already have some things on the queue list. Just do a mani. I know, but I've got bubbly hourglass, hour, the these thingies to do. Well, listen, there are 206 bones in the human body. I'm sure I could afford to change some to metal. Not in your feet. Not in your feet. No polish. Just clean up. Right. Oh, I don't even have acetone. Oh gosh, there's so much. Oh gosh. I hate painting my nails. I don't think you understand how much I hate painting nails. The last nails I painted. Did I paint my partner's nails recently? The last nails I painted that I can remember was this cute little old lady with dementia when I was in cosmetology school. And we were talking about her husband, and because she had Alzheimer's, she was repeating a lot of the same stuff, but she was that like cute confused old lady. And I remember the director of the school. Girlie, you're supposed to clean and dehydrate the nail first. What are you doing? I dehydrated it. I used a dehydrator. I just didn't scoop out all the powder. All the dead skin and dead nail powder. It's fine. I use the dehydrator, though. I'm not a complete novice. I'm just lazy. um, but she was thankfully because there are two types of people with dementia. The, the more demure, just kind of confused ones, and then the angry. And I don't blame them either way, right? It's not not a fun disease. Not to say diseases are fun, but it's not a good thing. Not enjoyable. No polish, just clean it up. I know. Have fun with Listrium. I'm gonna get food. No worries, Yue. Have some good food. Mwah. Thanks for stopping by, my dear. Thank you. Currently, you're supposed to clean, dehydrate first. What are you doing? What the jelly doing? I know, I did. I used this. Here, I have this Prep B4 nail dehydrator. It's actually for acrylics, but it dehydrates. Although I will admit my body was in pain today from yesterday. When doing a delivery, I didn't realize the 8-foot tall doors, which were solid core when carrying 2 of them at a time. Yeah. Oh, to have the money for solid core doors. Ours are hollow, which is why we have holes in 2 of them, because Kiddo has messed around with the stoppers and put holes in our doors. We're real happy about it. Real happy. But being an adult does not remove the urge to make bad choices. No, I know. The impulse to make bad decisions is still there. I think it's because we are apes. Because no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we are, at the end of the day, animals. And just like how animals can be unpredictable and not seem to be using a brain that we know that they have, we too do the same thing. Don't worry. Be happy. Okay, this is kind of cute. It's kind of cute. It's very, very sheer. And it's like pooled everywhere. This is why I don't paint my nails. But hopefully they'll be at least a little bit better sounding as they grow out than my squishy nails that sound like nothing. Like sad eggshells smushing again. It's not even like nice eggshells where it's got like a nice crackling sound. It's just smush. Really bad tabbies. Hi, Wes. You didn't clean the sides. What do you mean this is why? Well, and also there was a lot on the paint, on the brush. So it pooled there too. It's fine, Ren. I'm not charging anybody for this. If this were an actual nail service, I would probably do better. Unless it's a little old lady with dementia. She's not going to remember. She's just going to tell me multiple times that her husband, I think he was in the military or something, and that she was all happy yet sad, that he paid for her her manicure. I think it was just a manicure. I think her name was Ruth because all old ladies' names are Ruth. It was fine. It was fine. Oh, but the director of the school had to, um, was tried to forewarn me about, just so you know, this person has dementia and might repeat themselves and blah blah blah. And it's like, I work geriatric care. I'm fine. I worked geriatric care for a year. I cleaned poop and pee riddled everything, um, etc. etc. Like, no worries. What type of polish is this? It is a gel. It is a soak off UV LED gel polish, and it is under the nude jelly nude pinks or something like that. And I'm upsetting Ren because I didn't scrape out all the dead. Oh, I guess I do. I have a nail brush right here too. Oops. Yeah, let me pull it over. I have a nail brush, which is what I use for the. That's what I use for the one of the brushy triggers. The other one's a baby brush. Here's the disappointing sponge that I thought was going to be scratchy. It is not scratchy. It is just spongy. I'm also really mad. I should have ordered stuff from China before all of this baloney, because all the things that I was going to buy right now is all the things I was gonna buy are now way more. One of the things went from $4 or $5 to $400. It's cool, thanks. Or that they won't ship to America. I'm well, I don't blame you. Can't think anymore. I'm sorry, Wes. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't know if you replied to my message, but I sent you a message. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help, or we can do to help, if anything. Because, especially now, we gotta take care of each other, right? That our country is our country is our country. I'm throwing myself out the window. I can't. Don't worry, Ren. I live on the first floor. You're not gonna fall far. Wait, no, I'm at the bottom of the ocean. Water will catch you. I have a plan. Don't worry. That is really ominous sounding, Wes. I don't think that's any better. I can't swim. I'll catch you, Ren. I'll catch you. Or drag you down. It's the same thing, right? I'm a catfish. I'm a bottom feeder. You'll sting me. Well, only a little. Just to paralyze you as I drag you down. I was going to make a bottom feeder joke, but it was very easy to see. I don't enjoy pain. I never said anything about pain. Pain? I was going to name this stream Pain Without Love. But then, the way that those lyrics go, it's actually the opposite. And it's with how much pain I've been dealing with for the past week, it's no, I think I'm good. I'd rather feel nothing at all than pain. I know, it's because I'm more likely to crash and burn than succeed. Pain without love, right? Can't get enough pain. I like it rough. 'Cause I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Well, just know, Wes, that we are here, and if you need help, let me know. I don't have a lot, and I don't know how much it is that you're owing back for tax stuffs, but they look like jelly beans. Hello, sugar buns for you. Thank you for the follow, my dear. Welcome to my little unhinged corner of the ocean, where we are doing... I don't know if I like them. Like, they're cute-ish, I guess. It looks really nice in the camera. It looks really not as nice. I'll have to get a picture of it with, like, natural light. They're actually not as matte as I thought they were going to be. So maybe I won't do a top coat. Maybe I'm just going to be lazy. I think I'm just going to be lazy. Does it made a little bit of difference. Love me some 3 Days Grace, right? Me too. Me too. That was a time in my life. Although Ren would have been a baby when I was listening to it. Or maybe I'm just old. Nah, I'm not old. The interest is on what I'm worried about. I already owe rent and I need a new transfer case for my car. How much interest, my dear? I was small. I am still small. If I may ask, is it in the 3 digits? The 4 digits? Because I'm guessing the interest is probably like... Is it high? I don't know what the interest rate would be for that. I know that like credit card stuff right now is like 25 is like the cheapest. Which is ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I have to tank it. I don't want people to help me. Okay. I'll trust you. But the thing about what are we crowdfunding for? What's going on? Taxes. Taxes, taxes, taxes. I just want to help out where I can. That this community has been generous and kind, and I want to be able to help out where I can, if I can. Because, unfortunately, I was talking with Jesus about this, because he was telling me about, like, because of hurricane stuffs, that it was local churches that did more than anything else, and it's like, yeah, it's because that's what communities have to do nowadays, right? We all have to take care of each other, otherwise when we're alone and isolated and without support networks. Which is exactly what abusive relationships are. They cut off your community, they cut off your connections and support networks and stuff like that. So it's almost like the way things are going right now. They're trying to cut off support networks, community aid, and outreach. So if we can't rely on others to do it, we gotta do it ourselves, right? Gotta do it ourselves. Because apparently, even working out of state, I still get, 1,400 or 14,000. Neither is great. No, I never understood how tax stuff works, especially when filing W-2 stuffs or filling out when filling out the forms when you get hired. Did I stutter? You just didn't put a comma in the correct place as an American. Oof. 14,000 then. I do know that, what is it? European commas are instead of the decimal point for the US. So instead of like $14, oh, 1400. Did I stutter? Yes, then, my dear, you did. Um, but, uh, okay, so the zero was extra. Commas are important, right? What is the joke where it's like, is it something like I eat children, or I something like that, where it's something to do with something you eat, and then like it's like with a comma, it means something completely different than without the comma. I don't remember the joke. But that was the punchline. Is the importance of commas. So this is in taxes. You owe 1,400 in taxes. Yeah, I remember one of the years when I had a new job, I owed not near so much, but I owed money, a couple hundred that I did not have. I think that was like right when I got out of high school too, because I've been working for forever, but like my parents took care of my taxes, like filed them, etc. So then when I graduated, I had to do that, and so I didn't want to get screwed over when tax season came. So I had them take an additional like $25 out of every check, 25 to $50 out of every check, depending on how often I got paid, um, so that like it would at least hopefully cover any of them. My home state taxes. I've been working out of state for 3 years. I don't know how that works. Then I didn't realize you paid. So does that mean that you pay taxes 3 times? Local state taxes, your home state taxes, and then federal taxes? Is that how that works? Not on installment payments, perchance. Oh yeah, Ren knows more probably about tax stuff. Ren knows a bunch about everything. I don't know how she does it. Because she's a superhero. Oh, what's this? I'm a supergirl. State taxes? Well, yeah, but isn't there like. Although I've never worked out of state, but like I thought it was just that you paid like two. So the state taxes that you're in. My mom owns a small business. Does she want to help me run mine? I may not have been doing it. I have definitely been doing it 100% legally. Definitely. Wouldn't know about state taxes since my state doesn't do state taxes. So I live in PA. I work in New York. So then I would have thought. So then do you commute every time? I guess that's probably not too far away. I live in a state where that is not possible. I guess it might be. That would be most of your day that you're driving, though. At least depending on where you are in my state. There might be some places that you could, like, cross the state borders in order to do that. I thought Pennsylvania was a pretty big state. I don't know. All I know is I really know nothing, but that's I guess that makes no, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Job is 40 minutes by speed limit, 20 minutes going to mock Jesus. Right? Going mock Jesus, not going to mock. There's a difference. Um, so that's not too bad, I guess. But that's so. But like taxing on your income. Excuse me, mock. Yes. Homonyms aren't they great? Um, Getting back to your tax person, assuming you have one, and ask them about setting up installment payments. You can probably do it online yourself, but if you're late on payments, they could probably fill out some paperwork. Okay, so those are a little bit better, I guess. I guess those are kind of nude. I think I was hating on them being on like a white base, but they're not too bad. And they do kind of look jelly-like. They do kind of look jelly-like. But yeah, finding a tax person would probably be useful. My job wants me to get a CDL so I can start doing cross-state driving. I refuse to because I get high. I get high. I get high on your memory. Well, if my stepfather counts since he deals with firearms and constant BS from the IRS. Maybe. I don't think I can't. I don't have as good control over my eyebrows. Just out of my face normally. Not even with tracking stuff. It's just I can't move my eyebrows independently of each other. I can wiggle my ears though. Not that you guys can see, but okay. So let's go back over to the chatting screen. And then we can do that one. And then it's going to be probably quite a difference in microphone. Oops. Difference, so just a moment. Okay. Song from Styles P. But I don't want to cross state drives mainly because I don't want to get stuck in California due to winter storm in the mountain pass. That's true. That is true. But then you could go hang out with Ren. There's also a really tasty. Well, that's not very helpful. But there is a really tasty Thai place in near Long's Beach, I think. Not Long's Beach. So long, near something. I'd have to look for a second opinion. Hopefully, someone who is unrelated, preferably. Take your past returns to them, have them check it out, and see what they would recommend for getting up to speed with payments. Really think you should have been on a payment plan. I'm just more pissed now than anything. Yeah, I deal with it because, as I see it, it's just a game rigged from the start. Yeah. Yeah. Well, all the more reason to, like Ren said, talk to a professional, and then see what you can do about like getting on a payment plan. I know a lot of times, especially like with things like medical debt, that they would rather have some kind of payment than none at all, right? Let's see. And so even if it's just small payments. Otherwise, it is okay to ask for help, Wes. I know doing so doesn't feel great. But like I said, even if it's just a little bit to get you off, get some of the weight off your shoulders. Like I said, I can't do a whole lot. And I get paid out in 2 weeks-ish. But the IRS can and will happily set up payment plans for sure. Yeah, they just want the money. Like, they don't care how they get it, so long as they get money. And then especially if it's in like scheduled payments, then it's at least verifiable. Oh god. Oh no. Ouch, 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 ouch. Zappies. Static electricity is the worst. Sorry. I'm wearing an IS band around my hips to help kind of keep them in place. But I can't do lap pillow as nicely. Oh god. I'm too stiff. This is why I don't get dressed. Although I haven't had a need to get dressed the past couple days. Jammies. I think we should all just be able to wear jammies. All day, every day. Jammies. To the people who sleep naked, I don't know what to tell you about that then. But for the rest of us who wear jammies of some sort, I should be allowed to wear jammies. But no, it's frowned upon when you go out for school drop-off or school pickup. I go to the IRS site, try to set up a payment plan, see what message you get. If it asks you anything up front for setting it up, if you need help, I can at least help you with the setup fee. I live in a tough love household. I can get some help, but the rest is up to me. Well, you're also part of a community that wants to take care of you or help where they can. At least I do. Okay? And it's not like you're requiring anybody to do so. And everybody needs a little help from time to time. Whether you take us up on that is your prerogative, right? I am not here to say one way or another. I'm not trying to guilt you one way or another. I just want you to know that you are not alone in this, that a lot of us, a lot of this country as a whole is feeling overwhelmed at best, right? And that the best we can do right now is to try and lift each other up and help each other out where we can. Only if you want, though. I apologize if this was completely uncalled for to be bringing up. So I do apologize. I just want you to be okay. I just want my community to be okay as a whole, right? Whether you're in the States or not, things are not exactly the easiest in general, but I cannot say that they are particularly great to those with eyes. But I'm not trying to go one way or another or start anything because I have seen enough vitriol recently. But what is, I think Ren says is it Chimosa? Right? I do that. I don't suffer because of taxes, man. It's not worth it. Once you take a step in getting out of it, the rest will start making sense. Chismosa. Yeah. I'm an incorrigible Chimosa. Chismosa. Pambezos? Right? Right? chatter in Ren's chat says, I speak Spanish cutely. And it's like, cutely as in completely terribly, yes. Which Latina isn't a chismosa? Well, I'm not a Latina. Pambazos. God damn it. It's all these vowels. And it's not even that there are more vowels or anything. I just tend to mix them up. You sound like a baby, that's why it's cute. Chusma. Hola. Estoy uno chusma. Estoy la chusma. It is a choo choo. It's chusma chusma. I'm just annoyed from it all. I've never been close to losing my temper. I've never thought I'd be close to losing my temper. From the state of our country? Oh yeah, no, I knew. I knew. But, like I said. Oh, no. Sorry. For some reason I thought that was Kusarigama that said that. But, yeah. No, I would see that. Ever heard the song La Vaca, Mina? Something about a cow? The world. Yeah, that too. That too. Esta chusma. So you're Don Ramon. Is chusma actually a word then? Anyways. I know I already did it, but I'm gonna do it again, even though snow's already gone. Snow is long gone. Gone but not forgotten. Good puppy. Good puppy, Snow. Good puppy. Hey, I just wish for the best. For all the good people. Me too. And like I said, if I go missing, it's because I've been deported. I was gonna be so fucked. But, you know. Technically, yes, it's a word. Is it a good word? Is it a bad word? Estas chusmas? So you're Don Ramon. But Snow's a good puppy. A good puppy. I still don't know how to be a dommy mommy. Because I don't know if I'm a dommy. But good puppy. Good puppy, Snow. Chusma Chusma was a catchphrase from a character who would say his mother would tell him not to be around the chismosas. It's from an old show called El Chavo del Ocho. I thought Chusma was calling someone trashy, or was I wrong? So you never watched El Chavo del Eight? I grew up white. I didn't see any Korean television until I was like in middle school, and it was when I was babysitting a little Korean boy, and it was Bongbongi. And it was bongbongi가 좋아요. bongbongi가 좋아요. But it's like I can't find that now. I don't know how to find that. It's like saying riffraff or trashy, yeah. Oh. So esta chusma. Esta chusma. No habla español. So I don't know what can be expected of me. No habla español. Mi mi mama y papa. Oh, I don't remember conjugation. God damn it. Gringos are white people, right? Maybe not. Yeah. So, mi mamá y papá es gringos. ¿Están? ¿Estás? Eh, I'm pulling on knowledge. Mi mamá y papá son gringos. Okay. But then does that work in the past tense? Because my dad's dead and my mother is dead in my mind. Mi madre y padre son gringos. Yes. So, as a result, eran gringos. Let's see. I just remember me calling my grandma that and getting a huge earful from her. Oh. Just an earful? No chancla? Is that what it would be in Spanish too? Or is chancla like a Tagalog? Because I've heard somebody say chancleta, I think. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let's see. This one and this one. We say chancla is a common word. There's other ways of saying it. Oh, okay. See, no habla español. Habla only inglés. Porque estás. Porque. Because porque is also because, right? Porque mi madre y padre son gringos. Or eran gringos. Sí, sí. My parents would say chanclette. Yeah, I've heard chancleta. Like she hit me with a chancleta. But no, it is interesting. I remember, cause like, thank you for lurking, Wes. Sleep tight. Get some rest, okay? May you dream of pickle sandwiches. Pickle sandwiches. Everybody wants to dream of pickle sandwiches. Pickle sandwiches. Thank you for the head pats. You know, it'd be great with this head pat, a pickle sandwich. That'd be so weird. I'm sorry for laughing at the ear. I mean, I like pickles, but in sandwiches, it'd be a very soggy sandwich, but pickle sandwiches. Maybe in like a good, like, thick, like bread. Minari. Hi, Wampas. Hello, hello. The fuck's a pickle sandwich? A sandwich that's made of pickles, obviously. I love you. I love you too, Wampas. Mwah. Y'all haven't given them a check out. Mwah. Wampas is a gender fluid ASM artist who gives off kind of gremlin-y vibes, but it does really good. It's really good at that. Is that like a Dommy mommy voice almost? Dommy parent, Dommy non-binary. um, with the good boys, good girls, good what have yous. They do that really well. I'm sorry I don't have the shout out set up. I nuked my streamer bot, and I'm slowly but surely getting people's Dommy non-binary. Yeah, the Dommy non-binary parental unit. um, uh, I'm trying to get the custom shout out set up. I just want it to sound not disingenuous. And I don't remember exactly what you said, and I could probably go look it up. But I want it to be as genuine as possible. And so I've been racking my brains trying to get people's automatic shoutouts set up. So the special ones take a little bit longer. I can add you to the general list, which still shouts out, but yes. I like them on the side of a burger or hot dog. I like pickles, for the most part. Same. I love to do those, right? But they take me a little bit, and I have like 7 projects that I've dipped my fingers in, and being asleep for like 3 days really put a hamper in all my projects that I've done. I'm almost done with my tutorial on how to do the ranks system in StreamerBot that I've set up. So I have that tutorial, like, I have that tutorial set up or recorded. Right now I'm just doing the subtitles. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go because I haven't eaten and I need to. Bye everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Ren. Get some rest, okay? Buenos noches, Doña Ren. Hasta not mañana necessarily, but maybe mañana. Hasta mañana. Buenas. Shh, dummy. We've got a microphone nearby. Be good. Good night, Ren. I'm sorry about your sister. Get some rest. You deserve a break. I despise pickles. The only time I touch them is when I need help, when someone needs help opening the jar. Hasta luego. Is that like see you again? Oh my god, Tummy, stop. Please. That's so embarrassing. It's so weird. But FSFR, it's for some fucking reason. Is that what that is? It's buenos for noche and tardes for buenos. Buenos for noche and tardes, but buenos for días and madrugada. Why is that familiar? So good night, good afternoon, good morning. FSFR is for some fucking reason. Okay. So I was close. I was right up getting there. Buenos sueños or dulce sueños. But yeah, dawn is madrugada. Ah, okay. It's early morning. Okay. No habla español. Estoy una gringa. I think. I don't know. Stop it, Tommy. You can't hear it if I'm like petting, right? We're just petting. My tummy's not making weird noises. Definitely not. Carbonara. It was tasty. Carbonara and broccoli. Dulce, not dulce. Mexican Spanish, at least. Oh. Estómago. Diste. Hoy tengo hambre. Dije. Stop. Stop. Tengo hambre. Yeah, I know. It's telling you that. But I'm not. I ate. I also have Jello beside me. I have Jello. I have the strawberry kind. Gue or way? Oh, is it spelled G? Oh, it is a U. Okay, sorry. I thought it said Gijey. Sounds more like way. Yeah, I think I know it as way. Okay, older way. G is also really freaking weird in Spanish. I know it's often silent, kind of. But yeah, I thought it was spelled Gijey, because I can't see out of my contacts. They're so dry. But tracking likes it much better. And baby didn't have anything to grab off of my face except for just clawing on my face. It was great fun today. The only way for Americans to say, I only say way to make Americans to understand, to better understand. I can't read. Oh my god, I'm illiterate. But we already talked about pickle sandwiches. Pickle sandwiches. Pickle sandwiches. Pickle sandwiches. Besides, I'm Korean. I'm genetically predisposed to liking pickles. Because Koreans pickle everything. They pickle everything. So I like I like a good chunk of pickles. I can't say I like all pickles or most pickles, because I'm sure there's going to be more out there that I don't like. But for the most part, I like pickles. I like kimchi. I like sweet pickles, dill pickles, pickled beets. I don't like olives. They're too salty for me. I like sauerkraut, but that's a somewhat recent thing, like within the last 10 years or so. What else do I like? ¿Dónde está mi froggy? ¿Dónde está? Here it is. Okay. Come here. And I'm not like a big pickled fish kind of person, but I'm not a big cooked fish person. Whistle as I'm trying to breathe. Did good with night moon last time. Oh my god, stop. Chet is safer, only Italian. C is almost a soft C like English. Unless you're speaking Castilian Spanish, then it gets weird. realize that I have two care packages. I'm so sorry. As an example, why they say Barcelona, it sometimes confuses me at first. Barcelona, like Barcelona. Huh. I don't know, I can barely pronounce English words. And by barely, I mean I don't think I can really pronounce them very well. But I was also one of those that, like, so here's my double care package. Oh god, that hurts. Oh god, that really hurts. Ouch. Medicine reminder. Medicate immediately. Oh my god, my hands are like useless meat stumps. Hi Stormy. Hi. Thank you for the check-in, Stormy. Hello, my dear. I feel that sometimes I stretch my legs so hard they cramp up. Yeah, mine don't, like, mine will do that, but they don't cramp up in the leg. It's like right in that butt muscle. Where it's like, there's nothing worse than like stretching your legs and then you get this butt cramp and it's just like, stop. But I'm a young young spring chicken. a wee lass, a young filly. A young filly going on. Oh, how old did we say the ocean was? A couple billion years old, so 500 million years old. How are you, cutie? Not as cutie as you, cutie. That doesn't answer the question. I'm so tired. I'm doing okay. Today was my first, just a minute. I hate the spring. My nose. My first day functioning as like a somewhat person in the last like 4 days, so I guess there's that. Like, I didn't sleep at all today. Like, I slept this morning, but like I didn't fall asleep like during the day because I was busy. I had to wrangle 3 cats to get into the vet. They were not happy at all. But aside from that, doing okay. Sore, but okay. Hi, it's Commander. Am I late again? Yeah, I'm so sorry, my dear. Is this username to keep ish? Most likely. Doesn't have to be. I just want my notes. ¿Dónde está mi notebook? There it is. Got it. I haven't been keeping up on it. Everyone's like, oh, what do the notes say about me? It's like, I don't know. Apparently, at least a couple of them were wrong. Like G. G is Swedish, not German. I have Death that says his mom was a nun, but apparently not. That's not apparently what happened, so let's see. So not a nun. So if Shadow Kun is going to be Commander J. Shadow Kun is Commander J. I feel like any notes about me would be a single sentence. Hi Lemon, thank you for the resub, my dear. A reminder to anybody. I wish I could get here on time for triggers. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. What trigger would you like? I can do maybe a quick one. I don't know, Kusarigama. I don't really have anything. But I do have, like, notes that I could write. But I don't... I found a sticky note. I found a sticky note with Was it yours? Yours and maybe lemons, was it? And I don't remember what it is you two did. I don't remember what it is you two did. But it was something to do with, something to do with being on my shit list, and I don't remember what you did. But I found a sticky note with your name on it. Hey chat, how we doing this fine evening, morning, night, wherever you may be in the world? Doing okay, Kare. You? I hope you're doing well. Is that a toilet? Why? I mean, that's what I look like on the toilet because my legs don't reach the ground. In case you guys wanted some lore, this right here is basically me on the toilet because my feet don't touch the ground. Kisses. Kisses for Shadow Kun or Commander J. But I hope you're doing well, Kare. Oh, a reminder that I greatly appreciate subs, gift subs, etc. But I do want to make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves too, please. Okay? Because I want to know that you all are doing the best you can do to take care of you when things are not necessarily the easiest. Hydrate. Only the hydrate, no stretches. Too late. I'm partway through the stretch. Nah, sell your tires to Rin. My tires shouldn't pop again. Although the ones that did pop the second time, the one that popped the second time, was a brand new fucking tire. Well, sort of. It was like 5 years old, but it was brand new. 5-year-old tire. Also sell your spleen to Rin. I don't know what I would do with a spleen. What would I do with that? It doesn't sound tasty. Oh, I have model WIPs. I'm so excited. I commissioned this artist back in November, I want to say, and the due date was supposed to be by the end of March. And she recently started it. And it was going to be a model for just an OC. Because I want to learn to rig. And so, yeah, I wanted to help them out because I won one of their raffles. I don't think they've finished it for the person that I gifted it to, because I had already won a couple of models unrelated to Minari. And so I gifted it to a friend, and like she said that she would start on it, but then like life got busy and expensive and yada yada yada. And so when she had an inexpensive model option on VGen, I purchased it when I had a little bit of extra money in order to get a character of mine, an OC of mine done. And I thought it'd be really interesting to have her come to life. But that was before my Minari design was done, and so I didn't expect her to be able to do that one. And so by the time the model artist was able to start on my commission, sorry, my eyes are so dry. Anyways, by the time she was able to start on it, my design was done. So I sent her saying, hey, between these two, which would you like? Or between these designs, which would you like? And so she went with the actual jellyfish design. So I have that coming and in the works, and it's so pretty. So now I actually have to get off my butt and like um, get my butt to work and learn to rig because I'm really excited. It's really pretty. I might put it under the sub perks channel in the Discord. So I know that some people were saying that they shouldn't be in the sub perks channel anymore, but that's something to do with Twitch integration. So if you're still able to see it and you're not subbed, totally fine. Take advantage of it before Twitch updates its API or whatever. Before it updates its insert acronym here. You want something useful? Okay, everyone tell your IT buddies to Rin. No, that would not be very fair to the IT buddies. Because, like, they'd still have to work. API? That's what I said. Isn't that, like, the thing that ports it to another thing? Not ports it necessarily, but it does the little connecty thingy. And that there's, like, stuff going between the two in order to communicate. I said API. I said API. Nuh-uh. I swear I did. What are you gonna give me when I go back to through the VOD and it says API? What are you gonna give me? You gonna write on your forehead that Mina was right the whole time? Bleh. I have to put my dog down. I'm so sorry, little beastman. I'm so sorry, my dear. Oh, that was not I did not mean an angry face. I'm sorry. My contacts are killing me. I'm sorry, my dear. I'll give you a loony. I know I have some loonies somewhere. Besides, it's not worth much compared to the Well, I don't know what the American dollar is anymore. But as of a few weeks ago, it wasn't worth too much compared. What is? Let's see. But I'm so sorry, little beastman. Sending my. I hate being incapable of doing anything other than, or not doing anything other than thoughts and prayers, basically. That's 72 cents. 72 cents. Emmy, hello, my dear. Hello, hello. Hello Kitty Adventures. That game looks so cute. My partner is friends with somebody on the development team of Hello Kitty Adventures. So they were so I may be getting like a physical copy of it. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. But hi, my dear. I didn't read that. Sorry. No worries, my dear. It basically does the same thing as the check-in. It just doesn't do a counter. I guess obviously the people that are here don't typically do shy highs, or rather the people that talk or chat don't do shy high. But would it be like too calling out of to do like a little pop-up, like have it show up on screen as like so and so says hi shyly and then go away, but it would still be like, because like people can still see it, right? And as long as I don't say anything, but maybe that calls too much attention. I don't know. I should probably. I'm 15 minutes over. I'll vote yes if it appears right on your bong bongs. It'll appear right between my bong. That would be really funny. Like just popped out. Like just popped out of the cleavage. I think if you put it on screen, it's too much attention. That's fair. That's fair. Well, maybe I'll just do that for regular check-ins. Oh, I was gonna set up Tangia because it looked fun. But then I was like, I don't know if I trust. I don't know if I trust my chat. Regular check-in would be fine. Yeah, that would make sense. I just wanted like a cute little thing where it seems like you're participating in stream in a way, as like you're checking in, and the whole point is to let the streamer know, but not actually have too much attention called to it. But then like I wanted it to be like I want to be part of the stream in a way, but I don't want to be like talked to. I don't know. Thank you for the care package, Rin. Sometimes people check in, but just like, oh, that's true. I always fear it. Like every time I check in, it always ends up being a conversation, and I get it, right? It's to be polite. And I guess I could always just exclamation point lurk, but for the most part, unless I know I'm not gonna get like, if I'm not wanting to deal with like a full conversation, I just listen in. I am a perpetual lurker. Oh, heartbeat, then book. I'm so discombobulated. It's up to you. It's your stream. No, I know. I just don't want people to be deterred, turned off by, dissuaded. I don't know. English is failing me. I can't speak Spanish, but I definitely am having troubles with English too. But let's see. I would still need to draw the graphic anyways, so. For the most part. Makes sense, Emmy. But yeah, the hand-drawn ones, I guess. The dancing jelly, no, I did not. That's from Etsy. And then the old model ones for the followers, those ones are, they came with the original model, the Andina model by Cyblens. But the head desk one, the lick, the fire emote, the crying, the Excalibur emote, which I was thinking of animating, but that would be a lot more frames than I'm used to. That's awesome. Thank you, Amy. I don't have much on my VGen right now, but I just need to get off my butt. There's, like I said, I have so many projects I need to get worked on. artists, I feel like, is using that term very loosely. I'm not, I just am not particularly great at emo art. It's a lot harder than you would think. Like, it is hard. On the bright side, we'll be the first to tell you if your heart is acting up right. Did you do yours as well, Emmy? Oh, they look amazing. Thank you, Emmy. They're hard. I never thought they would be so difficult to do. But I'm also broke. Yes, I do all my own. Awesome. Yours look really nice. I think it helps also when you've got like when you've got slightly more contrasting colors, right? Because like with the dark hair, fairer skin, and then that like teal blue, I feel like that's like really good contrast. Where a lot of mine is like samey colors, especially like far away and tiny. So, hope you have a good night. I'm gonna sleep again. Don't want to wake my gremlin. Well, tell your gremlin I say hi and get some good rest, okay? Thanks for stopping by, Rin. Have a good one. So let's read Goodnight Moon, and then maybe we can. Maybe we can raid catch up. We gotta do it quickly. Plate. We gotta raid. First we gotta read, then we'll raid. Will do. Have a good night, Rin. Thank you for the raid, Plate. How was Doom? But yeah, we will read Goodnight Moon, and then we will hopefully we can raid catch up. It's the end of his birthday stream thingies. I don't know which day was his actual birthday, but he's been doing celebratory birthday things, so I was hoping to do that. Great as always. Have a good night. Yeah, you too, Plate. Thank you for the raid. If y'all haven't and you like variety streamers, Plate Mamoru is a great variety streamer. He's quite funny if you like innuendos and a bit more spicy, saucy things. And he is the king of the Costco hot dog. So, when I get the chance, maybe I can see what I can do to make an emote for you. Oh, it's no worries. It's up to you. You don't have to. I can do it. I'm just not very good at it. So I think what I need to do is probably blackline it. Because I tried colored lines, I tried darker lines, and it's just not translating particularly well, especially in small scale. So I'm thinking I might have to just do it with black lines instead of colored lines, just because I don't have that contrast. But we'll see. What do you use? Clip Paint Studio. Clips CSP. Clip Studio Paint. That thing. So we'll read Goodnight Moon, and then hopefully raid out to catch up. In the great green room, there was a telephone, and a red balloon, and a picture of. And see, this is why I should have kept my layers, but I don't keep my layers, so they're all flattened images, so I have to redraw. I have redrawn my emotes about 100 times. I suggest starting out with black outline, then the colors, blending the colors in. Yeah, and I have like a black outline, as in like the outer outline, or not black, but darker. And then like the other lines are colored. But yeah. Thank you, Thyroidal Crib. Welcome to my little corner of the ocean, my dear. There's a single molecule imperfection redraw. Hey, you don't have to call me out in front of a real emote artist, Kusarigama, just because I post it. Just because I posted and then reposted and then reposted again, all because of a tiny little lack of a mole on the chin that nobody will be able to see. But You don't need to call me out. Jeez. You need all the darker outlines to make everything pop since you have lighter colors in your model. Yeah, no, for sure. And I've tried it. I know, like, Isa Project, hers are. I'm not a professional emote artist. Yes, you are. You do this for you. That's professional, right? Onigiri? Onigiri? But Isa Project, she's got, where is she? Am I not sub to her? My sub! It's gone! But anyways, Isa Project has quite a few emotes that have black lines, but her hair is like white and her skin is pretty fair as well. So obviously for contrast it helps. So I need to try that. I think I tried it and then I was like, ew, I don't like this. But I also had thinner lines, so I just need to do it with thicker lines. Behind now, but under the weather. When I get caught up, I'll give you a go for sure. Well, thank you, sweetheart. If you want any of my one animated emote that's currently up on VGen, but I have a lick as well, and that's it. I have the keyboard one, but it's not quite set up for me to do as a full YCH. But I'll get there one day. Sounds good. Yeah, just hit me up. Otherwise, any of the other ones that you see of mine that are also not animated, let me know. Like I said, I need to build bases. Blah, 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 blah. Derpy. Also, can I ask not to do kisses to me? It's really not my thing. No worries, dear. No worries. In the great green room, there was a telephone, and a red balloon, and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse. There's a wall called the Great Wall of Volva. Where is that? Kisses. Okay. And a little toy house. And a young mouse. Wilsig Museum. Wilsig Museum. Is it an actual museum? You're making me scared, Kusarigama. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. Is it in like Germany? And a quiet old lady who is whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light. It's in Florida, of course it is. And the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. And they should have a restaurant in the museum that sells seafood and sell abalone themed dishes. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. And good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. I appreciate you all being here. Truly do. I hope you all have a lovely time zone, be it time to sleep, time to get ready for work, time to rest, time to go to classes, etc. I hope you all have a lovely time zone. Good night, doinks. Good night, Kusairigama. Good night, Emmy. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, little monster. Thank you for being here, my dear. Take care of yourself, okay? Thank you, Derpy, for being here and keeping the mod in check. Thank you, Thyroidal Crib. Did I say Kusairigama? Good night. Well, Rin has probably already left. Good night, Plate and Raiders. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you all have a lovely time zone. Let me grab my keyboard and let's see about rating Ketchup, the birthday boy. I have a feeling. Okay. Good night. Good night, Mina. Good night, Derby. Good night, Kusairigama. Let's grade. Ketchup the bear. Okay. Anyways, good night, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely time zone. Thank you so much. So much for being here. And I will hopefully see you soon. Bye. Oyasumi. Good night.